Now we will discuss about the respiration in plants. How the respiration takes place in the plants. Here, the respiration that takes place is the cellular respiration. Each and every cell have a mitochondria, and mitochondria is site of respiration. So in the way the plant cell respire. But how the gases exchange into the plant body and towards the outside. Here that is called gaseous exchange. Generally gaseous exchange uh, takes place through the stomata and also lenticels. Through the stomata and through the lenticels, gaseous exchange takes place. So you know, this is the, see here, leaf as a respiratory organ. This is called stomata. See here, an opening. So already we have studied the transverse section of the leaf in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, right? Then in that we have seen the openings on the lower epidermis. Openings on the lower epidermis. That is stomata. Openings on the lower epidermis is called stomata. Right? See here, this is the stomata. This is the stomata. So through the stomata, so the carbon oxygen enters into, and it may carbon dioxide may come out, or carbon dioxide may get inside and oxygen may come out. So here there are spaces. See here, there are some spaces in between the cells. So these are air spaces. It is filled with air. And around each cell there is a water film. Around this is a water film. So here this is the respiratory organ. There is a leaf on the lower epidermis. There are stomata. Through the stomata, the gaseous exchange takes place. Right? The stomata is surrounded by two guard cells. Then on the stem also there are some openings. Those are called as lenticels. This is the lenticel. Then stomata is also an opening, and lenticel is also an opening. Here the stomata are present on the leaf and the lenticels are present on the stem. So it is nothing but the modification of a stomata on the stem. So through these two structures, the gaseous exchange takes place between the plant and atmosphere. And you know that the root system is inside the soil. The root system is inside the soil. Then how the root cells will get the oxygen for respiration. So here, for example, this is the plant, right? This is the soil level, and this is the roots, right? So you may think how this will get the oxygen. So here these roots will penetrate in between the soil particles. These are the soil particles, right? So there are empty spaces. Between the soil particles. So this is the space. The space between the soil particles contain air. This air is called as soil air. This air is called as soil air. The composition of this air is similar with that of atmospheric air. So here the oxygen is there, carbon dioxide is there. So those are utilized. Those are utilized by the cells of the roots for its respiratory purpose. And sometimes if the waterlogged areas are there, what marshy areas are there. So in the marshy areas, all these spaces are filled with water. All these spaces are filled with water. Then that becomes marshy sand. So in that marshy sand, there are no air spaces and there is no availability of oxygen for the plant. So in those cases, you may think that it may take oxygen from the water, but there is no such mechanism in the plant cells to take oxygen from water. So then generally, you know that the plants which grow in marshy lands are called as mangroves. Mangroves. So in these mangroves, the root system is there in the marshy soil. To get the oxygen, for example, so this is the soil surface. This is a marshy soil and this is a plant. So here these roots does not get oxygen. Hence they sent some aerial branches outside the soil surface. These are the aerial branches. So these are called as respiratory roots. Respiratory roots. These are also called as nematophores. Nematophores. So these nematophores will have small pores on this. Through this, gaseous exchange takes place. So this is about the mangroves where the soil, the airspace in the soil are completely filled with water and there is no air to received by the root cells. In those cases, the plants which grow in marsh soil send out some aerial root branches. They possess small apertures. Those aerial roots are called as nematophores. Through the nematophores, the exchange of gases takes place in the root system. Now, I will show a video on these mangroves. See here. These are the marshy soils. The water is there. So the plants are growing there. So these are the mangroves which are growing in marshy soils and they are sending out the aerial. See here, all these are the aerial roots which are coming out from the marshy soil. So this is about the mangroves. Okay. So this is the mangroves, how the respiration takes place in these mangroves. Then one more important aspect is there are some experiments. There are some experiments. We have to see the experiment. The first one is carbon dioxide is evolved during the respiration. The next experiment is carbon dioxide is evolved during respiration, right? For this, there is an experiment. For that, we have to take a handful of moong dal or Bengal gram seeds. Moong dal or Bengal gram seeds. Right. So here, this is a setup of experiment to prove that the carbon dioxide is evolved during the respiration. For that, we need a wide mouth bottle. Then a beaker, and this beaker is filled with lime water. And you have to already told that take a handful of moong dal or moong seeds or Bengal gram. Then these seeds will be soaked for a day before doing the experiment. So take those soaked seeds and keep it in the bottle. Keep it in the bottle, and take a beaker and take some lime water in the beaker, and that beaker is kept inside the bottle, and the beaker is closed with a tight cork. Right? So then what you will observe? So in the starting, see that the color of the beaker, color of the lime water in the beaker, it is generally normal. After some time, this beaker with lime water, so the lime water turn into milky white. It turn into milky white. So then why the lime water turn into milky white? Because it is a confirmation test for carbon dioxide. Confirmation test for carbon dioxide. So here carbon dioxide turns lime water into milky white. So this is the confirmation test for carbon dioxide. Confirmation test for carbon dioxide. Right? So here this lime water is converted to milky white. So because it is getting carbon dioxide. So from there it is getting carbon dioxide. So here the sprout seeds are there. Soaked seeds are there. These soaked seeds are respire. These soaked seeds respire and produce carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide enters into the lime water, and the lime water is converted into milky white. So this is the experiment to prove that oxygen is evolved during the respiration. Then one more experiment is during the respiration, some amount of heat is released. Some amount of heat is released or heat is evolved. For that experiment, we require a thermos flask. This is a thermos flask. Then a thermometer and germinating seeds. These three are required for this. So first, take the sprouted or germinating seeds and fill up to half in the thermos flask, and take a thermometer Then immerse the thermometer bulb. This is the bulb of the thermometer. This is a bulb of the thermometer. This bulb should be immersed in the germinating seeds, right? So after when you kept this thermometer in the thermos flask, you see the temperature level. For example, you record it as temperature T1, and then you just keep it aside for 1 hour or 2 hours. Then observe that the temperature in the thermometer. In the thermometer, it is raised to T2. Temperature is raised to T2. So why? Because here we kept the thermometer inside and the thermometer is closed tightly with a cork or cotton. So why? The heat should not escape out from the cap. Right? But after 2 hours, what happened? What you have observed? The temperature increased. The temperature increased. So why the temperature increased? Because the germinating seeds, in germinating seeds, the rate of respiration is more. By the respiration, it produces carbon dioxide, also some heat, some amount of heat. So due to the accumulation of that heat in thermos flask, the temperature raised in this thermos flask from T1 to T2. So by this experiment, we'll prove that the heat is evolved during the respiration. Right? So with this, we have completed the second lesson, that is respiration. See here, equation form of respiration. Equation form of respiration. That is C6H12O6, that is glucose. So this is a respiratory respiratory substrate. So it fuses or it utilizes carbon oxygen. This is aerobic respiration. It is utilizing oxygen, that is aerobic respiration, and it gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So this is the equational form of respiration, right? So with this, we have completed our another topic, that is respiration, and you will get a worksheet today on this topic, and you should respond immediately. And again, tomorrow, at the same time, you will get the class on this Zoom. So, ఈ రోజు ఇక్కడితో మన క్లాస్ ముగిస్తున్నాము. We are closing our class today, and tomorrow we will meet at the same time, that is at 2 p.m.